Yeah, I just got a cramp in my quads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of answered that.
Yeah, answer the first question. Go ahead.
You just come down and then just cramp up.
Yeah, I was getting a little tight the previous time I was in the game, and then I was out, I used the gun, and then when I went back in, when I shot the three, when I came down, I just started cramping. Couldn't really stand up.
Did you have a moment of fear?
It hurt real bad, so yes, but I'm fine.
Can you talk about just the way that your team was able to run your offense and how Lana was able to say, look at your screen she set and just the way your offense was able to mesh and gel? What do you think of it overall?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was good. I think we started off pretty well too. Sometimes we start off slow, like against Butler or scrimmage, we started off a bit slow, we picked it up. But I think right off the bat, we pushed in transition. I think Coach Kelly said first 10 out of 11 plays, trips down the floor, we pushed in transition. But she does a great job finding me and setting great screens to get me open.
Lana, how does it feel after your first game at Mackey Arena, your first exhibition game, and how did it feel to be on the court with the speed?
Honestly, it was just a surreal experience coming out of the tunnel, seeing all the fans, finally getting to have our jerseys on. I was just so excited. Definitely a little bit of nerves, but I think the fact that it was an exhibition game made it a lot easier, and I think it'll prepare me for the real thing.
Is there a healthy competition between you and Kendall? I mean, both of you play very similar positions, and you were both getting after her. What's it been like, sharing the floor with her and, getting to, play with somebody who does something similarly to you, but also different?
Yeah, one thing about Kippy is she's a competitor day in, day out. I think we work really well together, but then we also push each other in so many different ways. Obviously, outside of the court, we're really good friends, but then inside the court, if you saw us play against each other, you would think we hate each other. Like, we're constantly going at it in the post, pushing each other, shoving each other. She likes to trash talk a lot, so she says some things that I can't say here to me. But, yeah, it's great to work with her.
Sophie, what did you think of your team's overall perimeter defense today? That was a point of emphasis coming into this year, and how would you gauge that?
I think it's something we've been working on. It's something we're going to continue to work on. I think as the game went on, we kind of lacked and got a little bit lazy with it, but we know what we have to do the next game, and we're just going to learn from it.
Yeah, Sophie, you shot a lot. Was that a good confidence booster for you?
Yeah, definitely knocking down. My first shot, it was good, but just continuing that consistency.
And then, Lana, just the way you were able to play in the post and, you were often the biggest player down there. How did that feel to be in your first game action?
I think it was good. Definitely got to use some physicality. Obviously, they don't have as many bigs as you would see against some teams that we have in our conference. But I think it was kind of a confidence booster. I also think that when I was in the post, I made some common mistakes that first game, freshman. So I'm trying to give myself a little grace just to miss shots. But I think overall, it really made me more comfortable out there playing in front of fans in Mackey.
And Sophie, 7 days, or 8 days, I guess, till it all starts. You guys have one of the most challenging schedules in the country. Is that a motivator for you? Is that something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, definitely. Even just last year with our schedule, we played a ton of great teams, but with the new teams joining the conference and then us playing against teams like South Carolina, Kentucky, it'll be a great challenge for us throughout this season.
What's your condition level like, you and everybody else?
I'd say pretty good right now. They've been running us a lot in practice.
Yeah, we did a lot of work preseason getting us where we are, and now it's just trying to maintain it while not killing us because we do have a long road ahead of us. So yeah. Trying to maintain what we worked on.
Sophie, Katie took a time out there in the second quarter. I don't know if she talked to you guys or not. But there seemed to be a message that she was trying to send to you guys maybe from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
What was she trying to get across?
Just pick up the energy. We were slacking a little bit, just being slow. We knew what our assignments were. We just had to fall through with it.
What should you and your teammates take out of this that you can build on going into the regular season? What things did you like? Obviously, you still have some things to work on.
Yeah, I think it was a good first exhibition game just to see kind of like our strengths and weaknesses in a game setting. It was a little more competitive than the Butler scrimmage, I'd say. It was more of like an actual game setting with the fans and everything. So just seeing like the good and bad things that we need to work on. I mean, we'll be watching a lot of film the next couple days on this. So.
Lana, would you kind of evaluate yourself after this? Will you be hard
Yeah.
on you, or will you see some of the good things that you did in your first game in college?
I'd say I'm definitely my own toughest critic. The coaches do a really good job of supporting me more than I do myself, I'd say. Like, they're constantly picking me up, like, it's okay, you got the next one. But definitely going back through the film, I'll watch with like my position coach, Coach Mark. He does a good job of balancing out what I need to work on as well as showing me what I did well and what I should continue to do.
Similar to Sophie, but are there things here that you and this team can build on a little bit going into the season?
Yeah, I think one thing that we can pick up on is just our overall defensive intensity. I know personally in the post they didn't have as many like bigs, like I said earlier. So learning how to play against someone like UCLA who has a 6'7" center, like that's going to be a big difference for us. And then also our perimeter defense, we just need to clean that up a little. I think we are really comfortable with our plays. I think that's one thing that we've gotten really good at and we'll continue to use throughout the season. But just keep getting shooting reps up, knocking down our shots late in the game. I think we have a really good start.
One other one, Sophie, just being able to play with the pace
Mm-hmm.
that you guys did tonight. Do you want this to kind of be the norm of how you guys play?
100%. I mean, pushing tempo, I think that's when we played the best today. Like I said, first 10 of 11 trips down the floor were in transition. We got quick, easy buckets, so just continuing to do that will be great.
Anything else? Yeah, just that moment in the second quarter where it looked like you maybe missed a box out assignment and you had a quick word with Katie and what was that conversation like, and then to kind of bounce back after being on the bench to come out, and what was that a good growing moment you think for you?
Yeah, it was a good growing moment for sure. I think it was actually me and Sophie. We kind of just like looked at each other and we kind of assumed the other person was going to get it. So she took us both out and just said, I would rather have both of you go for the ball than neither of you. And I think that really like clicked in my brain, like you need to have full aggression at all times. So I got to ride the bench a little bit, reflect on it. And then I know when I went back in, I grabbed a rebound and I had 2 points next time on offense. So it kind of lit a fire.